Sanji. With his suave charm and impeccable cooking skills and those fiery kicks that could give even the toughest opponents a run for their money, he's easily one of the most recognizable faces in One Piece. But is that all there is to him? Far from it. Peel back the layers and you'll find a character imbued with unparalleled depth, breaking stereotypes at every turn and redefining masculinity in the world of anime. Hi guys, it's Yume. Today, we are diving deep into the world of Sanji, exploring his relationship with women, his emotional vulnerabilities, and the incredible strength that comes from his integrity and capacity for forgiveness. So, let's set sail and discover the man behind the swirling eyebrows and those delectable dishes. This is the intricate world of Sanji, the chef with a heart of gold. Now, let's first talk about Sanji's approach to women. In a world saturated with anime characters who often cross boundaries, Sanji's flirtatious nature stands in stark contrast. Though at first glance, yes, his actions may seem akin to a typical anime pervert, a deeper look reveals of respect and admiration that's genuinely distinct. First and foremost, let's address the elephant in the room. Sanji's hands never wander. While many anime characters with a thing for women are often depicted with wandering hands or eyes that fix it inappropriately because it's an anime thing, Sanji's actions remarkably above board. His love for women, fervent as it is, doesn't manifest in inappropriate touches or stolen pics or crude comments about physical appearances. He doesn't objectify women, he admires them. Sanji's character challenges the often problematic trope of the anime pervert. His heart may flutter, yes, his eyes may grow wide and heart-shaped, and yes, his nose may even bleed. But Sanji's affections are, in their core, deeply genuine and respectful. Instead of crude comments or actions, he offered compliments, respect, and understanding. And perhaps the most beautiful expression is through his culinary arts. To Sanji, cooking is not just a craft, but also an art, a language of love. This act of service, of providing sustenance, becomes his ultimate gesture of love. And while it's easy to get distracted by Sanji's overt displays of affections, it's imperative to recognize his admiration for women isn't skin deep. It extends beyond the physical appearances, valuing their intellect, strength, and the spirit that the women around him display. Take Nami for instance. Time and time again, he expressed admiration for Nami's navigation skills, her ability to strategize, and her courage to stand against opponents who are stronger than her. Way back in the Water 7 arc, when Nami fights Caulifla, Sanji shows faith in her capabilities and strength, emphasizing that for him, Nami is not just a damsel in distress. Robin is another woman that the Sanji deeply respects. He regularly is impressed by her intellect, her grasp of history, and her independence. He respects her strengths, as shown in a recent Wano arc when he asked her to save him in his fight against Black Maria. Now, let's talk about how Sanji breaks the barriers of emotional openness. Amidst the high seas and thrilling adventures, the emotional depth of Sanji offers a refreshing contrast to the often stoic portrayals of masculinity. While there is no shortage of emotional moments in One Piece, Sanji's emotional honesty stands out as an important narrative. Think back, way back from the Baratie arc, when he decides to leave the floating restaurants and go with Luffy to his adventure. His parting with Zeff isn't merely a simple, cool goodbye. It's a poignant moment filled with tears where Sanji fully expresses his gratitude and love for the man who not only saved him but is also becoming his mentor and father figure. The scene is touching. It's unguarded and breaks away from the stereotypical unemotional male narrative. In the Whole Cake Island arc, Sanji is tormented by the Finsmoke family emotional and physical abuse. Rather than bottling up his feelings, he openly cries, showcasing a raw pain he feels from the betrayal and the conflict of saving his friends or staying with the Finsmokes. His tears during the confrontation with Luffy highlights the emotional turmoil, a moment that defies men don't cry stereotype. Sanji's willingness to show emotion is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it reinforces his strength of character. In a world where men are often told to toughen up or hide their feelings, Sanji's emotional openness challenges these outdated notions of masculinity. His tears, his heartfelt speeches, and even his flustered expressions all serve to humanize him, making him more relatable and setting an example that it's okay for anyone to express their feelings. Now, let's talk about my favorite part, which is Sanji's compassions. Sanji's culinary expertise isn't just a nod to his professional skills, right? It's a window into his soul, a reflection of the profound kindness and compassion. Throughout the narrative of One Piece, he uses his craft not only to nourish his crew, but also as a means to express the deeply rooted philosophy of humanitarianism. One of the most poignant instances of this is his unwavering commitment to feed any and all who is hungry. Stemming from his own traumatic childhood of near starvation as a child, coupled with Zeff's teachings, Sanji's believes that no one should go hungry, regardless of who they are. This isn't just about food, it's about human dignity. Whether it's feeding Gain from the Creek Pirates, despite the risk of providing from the famished crew, or even cooking for Big Mom, Sanji's kindness transcends the boundaries of allegiance. Perhaps my most favorite and the most striking showcase of his benevolence is during the Whole Cake Island arc. Tasked with the monumental feat of creating a cake that would satiate the terrifying Big Mom, Sanji poured all his skills and heart into crafting the perfect dessert. Yet, the most defining aspect of this wasn't the culinary expertise, although yes, that was impressive, but it's the moral choice. Despite having every reason to sabotage the cake, Sanji ensured that it was pure, free from any kinds of poison. This wasn't just about pacifying a threat. It was a testament to his moral integrity. In a world of pirates, where treachery is often the order of the day, Sanji's unwavering ethical compass sets him apart. So in this vast seas of One Piece filled with warriors, leaders, dreamers, Sanji's kindness and compassion are what truly makes him a standout character. It's a reminder that amidst power struggles and epic battles, it's often the soft-hearted gestures that leaves the most lasting impact. Now, last but not least, let's talk about his capacity for forgiveness. When it comes to navigating the tumultuous seas of emotions and personal histories, Sanji's journey of forgiveness is nothing short of inspiring. In the immense betrayal and heartbreak, he chooses the path less traveled, that of understanding and forgiveness. Yet, it's essential to note that Sanji's forgiveness doesn't stem from naivety. Instead, it's a conscious decision, a testament to his strength as a character and his capacity to separate individuals from their actions, assessing situations with discernment. Take, for instance, his interaction with Pudding. Despite her initial deceit and the roles he played in the assassination plot, Sanji saw beyond her actions, understanding the pressures and manipulations he faced under Big Mom. Rather than reducing her to the role of a mere antagonist, Sanji recognized her struggles, choosing empathy over animosity. This isn't just about turning a blind eye, but recognizing the layers and complexities in people. Even more compelling is his decision to save his family the Finsmoke of Germa 66. Sanji's tumultuous relationship with them, especially the abuse he faced during his childhood, was gut-wrenching. When the tables turned, however, and the Finsmokes is now at the mercy of Big Mom, Sanji could have easily just walked away. But he didn't. Instead, he showcased an unparalleled depth of character by choosing to help them. Yet, this wasn't about forgetting the past or returning to old wounds. No, Sanji's forgiveness was a declaration of his emotional freedom, a choice to not be bound by past traumas. Sanji's forgiveness doesn't signify blind trust. His decision to save the Finsmoke didn't translate into a full-fledged reunion, okay? Sanji draws the line, understanding that while yes, he can forgive, he doesn't need to forget or put himself in situations that compromises his well-being. In the vibrant world of One Piece where characters grapple with the intricate past and moral dilemmas, Sanji's journey with forgiveness offers a profound lesson. It's a testament that true strength isn't just in the raw power, but in the courage to forgive, understand, and yet wisely navigate the boundaries of the heart. So guys, did I just talk about like 15 minutes about why I love Sanji? Yes, I did. Sanji emerged not just as a powerful fighter or an unmatched chef, but as a symbol of the complexities of masculinity. By intertwining emotional vulnerability with strength, by showcasing respect in the face of adversity, Sanji's character invites us all to reconsider and challenge societal norms. In the end, Sanji teaches us that true strength doesn't just lie in the power of one's kicks, but in the depth of one's heart. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me what you think about Sanji. What is your favorite part of him? And what qualities you admire from him? I hope you can also support me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Thank you and see you next time. Bye-bye.